Even before landing in Beijing, Donald Trump had already won the negotiation. And he detailed it in The Art of the Deal. Step away from the media blur. Here's what really matters and why China had absolutely no leverage left by the time they sat down. Trump made an opening move that we called out on one of our previous shorts. Do you remember what it was? If not, click the tagged video. You see, China runs on energy. And for years, China had 3 reliable sources: the Middle East, Russia, and South America. Trump's opening move systematically closed every single one. First, the Middle East. The Iran war triggered a full blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Second, Trump effectively took control of Venezuelan oil access, even floating around the idea of making it the 51st state. It seems silly at first, but the real play, blocking China from South American supply lines. That left Russia on the table. But as Professor Zhang points out,
why would he want to do that? Because now he blocks China from South America. There's this war in the Middle East, which means that the Middle East you can forget about. So China now can get energy from Russia or the Western Hemisphere. So now China is forced to negotiate with the United States to have access to the Western Hemisphere.
Russia simply cannot meet China's full energy needs. And Beijing knows that depending on one authoritarian supplier for everything is a trap. So what does China actually care about? Not sovereignty, not morality, not who controls what. Well, technically yes. But China needs stability and cost. In fact, this is the part that surprises most people. China has no real problem with America controlling the Western Hemisphere, because Beijing only has to negotiate with one government instead of dozens of unstable, often corrupt regimes. That's not weakness. That is pure strategic logic, which is exactly why the Beijing trip happened, and exactly why Trump walked away with more than anyone reported. 1. Chinese tankers are heading back to Texas, Louisiana, and Alaska. That pipeline just reopened. 2. President Xi confirmed that China will not supply Iran with military weapons. 3. Xi Jinping offered to help broker peace and push for Hormuz to reopen. 4. Agriculture deals. Beef is back on the table. That's a domestic win for Donald Trump before the midterms. Remember when I said that Trump spoke about this deal in his book? Well, he wrote that leverage isn't about what you say at the table. It's about what you've already done before you arrive at the table. By the time Trump landed in Beijing, China's Middle East supply was gone, its South American access gone, and Russia couldn't fill the gap alone. Beijing didn't sit down because they wanted to. They sat down because the exits had already been closed. That's not a trade summit. That's the Axiom Effect. And that's why